Hey everyone, it's Sarah here. Happy Friday. It's Friday, right? So I'll give it a sec to see who hops on as you come on. Please say hi. So, where's my water? It's up here. Um, yeah, I decided to do an EFT thing just so that I could give you just a rundown on how to do it. I know it's all over like YouTube, but it turns out it's been like my best tool. And I never gave EFT enough credit because it's like so well known. It's like a tool that's out there, and I've been pretty like, yeah, it's okay. I tried it a few times, and I just wasn't doing a very good job with it. Hey, Kate. So we're gonna do a little workshop because it turns out it is the thing for me for like really sticky beliefs, like feelings of nervousness that come around certain money beliefs and shit that just like don't go away. You feel the anxiousness about it and it's just in your body, like you can feel it energy wise and you can't shake it. Like EFT has been the thing, tapping to like get rid of it. So yeah, I decided to come share because it's been like a super big deal for me because it's been the thing, the one thing. I mean, even with the hypnosis and all my NLP tools, like in the moment when you've got that feeling, and it's the A word. I don't like to say the A word because I don't think Facebook likes it, but the anxiety word. Um, it it's how you feel that in your body, and especially when you're dealing with money stuff or even just stress stuff, pretty much anything in general in your life that causes you stress, and nervousness and unease. Yeah, sometimes it's just you can't shake it, you can't meditate on it, because if you meditate on it you can't really get still because it's driving you nuts. It's there. And yeah, this has been the tool, this has been the thing. So recently, diving into like money beliefs about business and clients and just even like just like bills and shit. This has been like the thing that like shifted. EFT has been the thing that has shifted like the belief about like being able to receive money from clients, because I had a huge like block about it and I couldn't shake it. Like I, sit there and journal on it for freaking ever, which is just not my favorite thing to do. I cleared the emotions around it, so I'll go through my whole process in like a second, just so you know what the process is for me and the process I do with my clients. But so I cleared the emotion part of it, but then there's still another part of me that I knew in the moment I just needed to shake. And it was like this whole thing about just not being able to receive money from clients, not being able to manifest clients easily, not the belief that clients didn't want to pay me. Like those are my money things. I'm sure when it comes to your money situation, if you're in business with yourself, then that might be the same. If you're trying to manifest money in general, like I also still have some work to do around like allowing money to come in from like magical random places, because I've opened up the channel from clients. Money comes in through my husband pretty good. He's been a good channel for that lately. But I know like to be able to like receive money in weird magical ways is more work that I have to do. And I know that tapping is usually the thing that like melts that resistance. So to give a little bit about tapping, this should be like a really quick live because it's not hard. It's like the thing that you can do at any moment, whether you're going to any situation that makes you nervous, if it's work and you're just not looking towards your day and you've got some anxiousness about that, you can tap in the car. If you're going to like a social thing and you feel anxious about that when it comes to bills, I've used it with my health. So I tap myself out of asthma, like legit, like wheezing, like not full blown, can't breathe, going to like should go to the hospital type thing. Um, but like, yeah, like I had like weird breathing things this fall, and the hypnotherapy I'd done on myself had really helped. But like in the moment to like calm that down, because a lot of it is stress driven, I do tapping, and it really just like helps, almost would eliminate it. Same thing with pain and headaches. So tapping, if you look into it, can pretty much be used for all kinds of shit. So tapping is like tapping on meridian points in your body. It takes after like acupuncture and acupressure. It was created by Gary Craig. I always want to say like Daniel Craig, 007. It's created by a guy named Gary Craig, who was a student of another guy named Roger Callahan, who had discovered like the whole idea of like tapping on the energy meridians. And he had like a longer process, and then this other dude came in, um, Gary Craig, and he came up with a more simplified version of tapping. And there's other versions out there. There's like faster EFT. There's some people that tap on finger points. This is just like the straight and basic way, and it just really works really well. So if you've tried it and you're like, well, tapping didn't work for me, like that's how I felt. Like I just kind of thought it was kind of stupid. To be honest with you, I thought it was just kind of dumb. Even though I totally believe in like obviously Eastern medicine, and especially now since I do a lot of like the kinesiology, the muscle testing, and tapping and rubbing on these points to raise the emotions, in addition to all the NLP work, which is like magical. Yeah, now that I went back to tapping, and it's been like the thing that helps release like sticky belief systems, sticky shit about money. It is the thing that like will shift the hard things that you just can't break, that you can't get rid of. So we're just going to do like a sequence about money and abundance, because who doesn't want to do that? So what is it? It's about kind of resetting the energetic blocks in your body, the resistance that's in your body. So when things get off kilter, when there's an energy disruption, when negative emotions cause this energy disruption, energy block in your body, like obviously you're going to feel it. You're going to feel weird, especially when you're feeling anxious about something. So, just like, if you had, like your TV, and like you're shoving like, I don't know, like screwdrivers and shit in your back of your TV, like obviously that's going to disrupt the signal and disrupt the energy flowing in the circuits. So that's kind of what happens with your body. EFT and tapping on these like meridians and these different points, like really like resets that and gets your energy right. Because something called, I have like notes here from like my training, which was like it's not very complicated, but just to give you like a background in case you've been studying EFT and you like didn't know exactly what you're doing. Not that it really matters. Oh, it's polarity or psychological reversal. So it's when your energy system is disrupted and maybe even like backwards a little bit. You're going to correct that so that your energy is flowing correctly. And another thing, there have been studies done where it's shown that pressure on these different points in the body actually helps like eliminate the amygdala's response to stress. So if the amygdala, that's the stress response in your brain, sees something, it's a fight or flight mechanism for your brain, you could say. So this has been shown in different studies and different tests that over time it can actually stop your brain from believing that this certain stimuli is stressful. So your amygdala actually shuts off as you continue to do this work. As you continue to do the tapping work, and sometimes you do it one time a session, and that can relieve an acute symptom such as a headache, such as the breathing thing with my asthma, such as like totally breaking apart a money belief. And then sometimes with some more work, sometimes some really like deep-rooted money issues or anxiety issues or stress issues or phobias, and you do it over and over again, then it actually retrains the limbic system of your brain, and it retrains your amygdala to no longer believe that this thought, of this emotion, this stimuli is stressful. So then you don't get that panicky fight or flight response, if that makes sense. So basically it's a way to like balance your energy and get yourself back in check and just like help alleviate the source of that stress. So the thing that jams people up, including me, is that you do focus on the negative. This is one place where you do focus on the negative quite a bit. So if, let's say, we'll talk about money and abundance. So let's think of money, a money thing that we could go after that would help a lot of people. So maybe not even something just directed at clients, maybe just your money situation, like the money's not coming in. So you're worried about bills, you have bills stacking up, and maybe you're a manifester, maybe you aren't, maybe you're in a career or you're a business owner, but anyways, you've got money and bills stacking up and you just got some, feelings, you're worried about that shit. Yeah, so we'll do that. So you got to think of the negative, because especially if you've been someone who does the positive thinking and you believe about the law of attraction and you know that you're only supposed to think the good things and only the good things. Thing is, you have to bring the bad shit up to the surface. So the bad shit is kind of like what is creating that weird energy in your body, and you can melt that resistance. You can tap your way through kind of the negative stuff, and sometimes it's uncomfortable to face and say these things out loud, but you're working through it, and that's what's melting the resistance. And then at the end, we do a nice positive reinforcement of like the good shit. But you gotta face, thank you, Raquel, we gotta face the bad shit, and get through it, because if we don't, it's just like throwing a blanket over it, and it never goes away. And that's my whole thing, is you got to clear your crap out first, so then you can reprogram the good shit. So before I get into the whole process here about EFT, if you've never seen it or you haven't really paid much attention to it, just want to talk about the clearing process real quick. So clearing process for me, my clients, has always been, you find the thing first. Well, first you recognize kind of like where you're at and what your problem is. So a lot of times we have a problem and we know what it is on a conscious level, like there's no money, there's no clients, bills are stacking up, whatever. And then there's a bunch of other subconscious stuff that we find as we go deeper. But first we got to start with a problem. And then we go into like, what is behind that problem? What is behind that belief system? So I do that work with finding that with clients, like emotionally, because pretty much everything usually has an emotional trigger. So if you've got a limiting belief that like just will not go the fuck away, there's usually something deeper, emotionally wise, like stuck in your body, stuck in your subconscious mind, that we can find. And once you find it, I think the awareness part is key, because then you know what to go after. You know what to start shifting, to start clearing, to start moving on. Because a lot of people are like, I've got this resistance to bringing in clients. I know I do. I'm not manifesting the clients that I want to manifest. I know I've got some fear there. A lot of people know up front that there's a fear of judgment and failure and success, right? But sometimes with the fear, it's usually going deeper than the fear. And that's when you find shit about self-worth, things, buried in you about not wanting to be vulnerable, not wanting to be seen. It's just going layers deeper and deeper and deeper. So for me, it's like, we find the problem, then we isolate and find the specific things that are getting in the way. And then we do the work to actually clear those things. So again, I have different clearing techniques. Obviously with the NLP work and the muscle testing to find these things and clearing them out of the body and the subconscious mind is like the whole thing. Like, it's so good just to like clear that shit out. So we do the clearing, and then I consider EFT like another part of the step is melting the resistance, because you still have some of that residue shit in your body. You still might feel weird, so you melt that resistance against it, and then you tap on like good shit, and all of a sudden like you've been able to like reprogram like the good feelings, the good beliefs in you. The other process of this is shifting through journaling. So if, let's say you just do a session with me, we just do the reading part, and you find out what the block is. The other thing you can do if you want to do the work on your own is to shift through journaling, laying everything out, and then doing an EFT, this tapping after that, to kind of help that clear. And if you have other clearing ways, there's a million ways that, we go over with my people. So that's like the process. Like, you need to clear and then reprogram. So getting to the actual EFT, every time I look, it's been like angel number day. I call them universal numbers because angel numbers feels weird to me. But it's like every time I've looked at everything today, it's either been 222 or 333. It just was, because that's how long I've been on the live. Anyways, so and I'll just do a quick tutorial. I just do basically EFT that I've been, and there's different ways on YouTube. I do how it's trained, and it went off how the original guy, Gary Craig, did EFT. The really simple way with just a few simple points that you tap on. And that has just worked really well for me. If you've done it and you didn't feel like you got a lot of, I don't know, if it didn't seem to help you, maybe you weren't doing it hard enough or long enough. Like, I do it hard. Like, I pound on myself. It is like I'm pounding this bad energy and these limiting beliefs and these negative emotions like out of me. Like, I am banging on myself, especially on the head. The head is a good place to like really get at it. And you can feel the shift. You can feel the energy move. For me, it's like almost like a little wave of energy. Sometimes I feel like a little buzzy. But you can literally feel the energy move. You can feel the resistance. You can feel when you had like anxiety about a thing, and then maybe 10 minutes later, the thing is like gone. It's lifted. Like it's something that you can actually feel. That's why I think it's a really good tool to use in the field, like say in the field, but when you're out and you're not going to drop and meditate, in your car on your way to a thing, on the way to work or on the way to a function, but something that you can do like on the spot to literally change you in that moment. So that's why it's so useful. So we'll get into the setup first. So again, what you're pretty much going to do, and you can do this on the fly. You can plan out scripts. You can plan out all the things that you want to say. I mean, there's a whole process where you like think about your most pressing problem. So, I don't have enough money to pay my bills, maybe, or I'm worried I'm not going to have enough money to support myself. Let's go with that. So you come up with the problem, and then you have to come up with like all these different phrases. For me, I just do it on the fly, and you'll see what I mean as we tap through. Just because like my mind and my subconscious knows, just kind of comes up, and it knows what I need to work through. So you do something called the setup, which is the karate chop. So you're banging like this part of the hand. You're doing it like 3 or 4 times with a certain phrase. There's different setup phrases, but this is like setting up the whole sequence. This is like getting the problem out there so that you can set up the sequence, and then the rest of the tapping can do its job. And it's typically like, even though I have this worry or this fear that I'm not going to have enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this fear, or even though I'm worried I'm not going to have enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I'm worried that I'm not going to have enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. So that's like 3 or 4 times. So it's basically, even though I have this problem, so even though I can't breathe, that would be mine for my asthma. Even though I have this headache, whatever, even though I have this problem, I deeply and completely accept myself. And that sets up the whole thing. And then you move through the sequence. So the sequence is, let's see if I can do it through my glasses. There we go. So you're tapping on like the beginning of your eyebrow right here, like 2 fingers. Again, like kind of hard. Like I like to do it as hard as I can because that's like how I shift. That's how I feel the energy moving. So you're going to go here. This is 1. And then the outside, I forget what they call this part of your face, but there's a name to it. It's the side of the eye. Do, do, do. So you do that. And you do everything about like 3 or 4 times. And we'll go through. You'll see what I mean. And then you go underneath like 3 or 4 times, like right here underneath. Then under the nose, like right here. And under the chin. Then my favorite is the collarbone. So like underneath the collarbone, you can usually feel like there's a fleshy piece of skin come down underneath. Like not too far down, like that was a different spot that they used to use. Like right about here. You can pound on that. It doesn't matter. You don't have to do both at the same time. You can do just one side. That's totally fine. And then like the bra line, like underneath, like this. Like I use all 4 hands, 4 fingers rather. Sometimes I do a karate chop. Sometimes you do a slap if you've been doing it a while and you get like sore. And then the top of the head, like right here in the back, usually with both hands. Like again, this is where I go hard. Like I pound hardcore because you can, because it doesn't like hurt. And you can really feel it. Like when you do this, like it's almost like the energy, like for me, like it has like this trickle feeling. So that's the sequence. So you're going to do the karate chop with like your problem. And then you're going to tap through these, how many times until you kind of feel a difference. And you're going to gauge yourself in the beginning. So if you've got like the anxiousness and anxiety, when you start, you're gonna, on a scale like 1 to 10, you're like, how badly do I feel about this problem? Like, am I up there? Like a 9 or 10? Like, is it hardcore? Am I a 6 or 7? So let's say, for instance, we were like at a 6. Obviously, you want to go through the sequence, maybe give it 3 times, check in with yourself, and then keep going if you still feel weird, I guess, energy weirdness about it. So once you do that with the negative thoughts, then you can like end with some positive stuff. Now, I was taught to just do the positive stuff just once. I just keep going until, because at that point I'm like, it's like I'm reprogramming good shit into me, and it just sticks. Like when I had the issue about believing I was worthy of clients, or that clients wanted to pay me, and it was just something that just would not shake, would not go away. By the end of like doing that, like I muscle tested myself on it, and I just like that those limiting beliefs and emotions tied to that idea were just like melted. They were gone. So It is key. So let's just do a sequence, shall we? I already forgot what our problem was. Even though I have this worry that there isn't enough money. Okay. So even though I have this worry, there isn't enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this worry that there's not enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. Even though I have this worry that there's not enough money, I deeply and completely accept myself. There is no money. There is no money. There is no money. I have bills. I have bills. I have bills. The bills are stacking up. The bills are stacking up. The bills are stacking up. I'm nervous I can't pay them. I'm nervous I can't pay them. I'm nervous I can't pay them. I'm waiting for clients. I'm waiting for clients. I'm waiting for clients. I feel like they're not manifesting fast enough. I feel like they're not manifesting fast enough. I feel like they're not manifesting fast enough. The money just hasn't arrived yet. The money just hasn't arrived yet. The money just hasn't arrived yet. I feel nervous. I feel nervous. I feel nervous. I feel nervous. I feel shame about not being able to pay the bills right now. I feel shame about not being able to pay the bills right now. I feel scared that I'm plateaued. I feel scared that I'm plateaued. I feel scared that I'm plateaued. The money isn't increasing. The money isn't increasing. The money isn't increasing. The money isn't increasing. I feel worried. I feel worried. I feel worried. I feel worried. The money just hasn't come in. The money just hasn't come in. The money just hasn't come in. I have this fear. I have this fear. I have this fear. I have this fear. I won't be able to keep up. 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 That is, what was that, 2 rounds? So you just keep doing it. Again, you can write out like the things you want to say, but it is just so much easier to go and flow, especially when you have like a problem, like it just comes at you. So it's twice. I probably would go like at least one more time, another time, like to really melt that anxiousness, to melt that resistance. And then you check in with yourself. You're like, all right, that's why you gauge yourself in the beginning. You're like, all right, so I was at a 6, now I'm at a 4. And then maybe do a couple more rounds. Again, you're still on the negative shit because you've got to dissolve that negative shit in you. You got to resolve those feelings. And this isn't just for money, obviously. Like I said before, it can be for like your headaches, your health. I mean, just for a lot of people, the anxiousness in general, it works really well for. So that was the negative stuff. Let's do the positive stuff. So I went through all that. So then money is my birthright. Money is my birthright. Money is my birthright. I receive money easily. I receive money easily. I receive money easily. Money comes to me quickly and easily. Money comes to me quickly and easily. Money comes to me quickly and easily. The universe has my back. 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 I'm completely supported. I'm completely supported. I'm completely supported. My bills are paid on time. My bills are paid on time. My bills are paid on time. There's always more than enough. 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 I am safe. 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 Money is coming my way. 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 Money is here. The money is here. The money is here. The money is here. I manifest easily. I manifest easily. I manifest easily. I manifest easily. People want to pay me. 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 I am worthy of money. 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 Money just flows my way. 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 I am completely supported by the universe. I'm completely supported by the universe. I'm completely supported by the universe. I am abundant. 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 There they are. Yay! So that was like a good positive round. So literally, like, I will just keep going at that until like it is in me. Like those beliefs are like hardcore in me. It does not matter. There is no other option. Like that shit is just true belief. And I'm telling you, like, if you hadn't been giving EFT a chance, like, do it. if you've been in like in precarious situations and, you feel in your body, like you just need to like let go quickly, like do the work, do the EFT, give it a try. And I'm saying go hard, like pound on yourself, especially on the head. Pound, like here feels really good, like on the under the collarbone part, for me at least, and like on the head, like I just go to town. And then you, like I said, you can feel the things shift, you can feel the energy move. So give EFT a try. If you want to work through this stuff with me, if you want to uncover like specific money blocks, two things. I'm doing like these like really fun and easy. They're actually really like helpful to see like what the hell is going on in your subconscious mind, to find like specific money blocks that are your specific blocks around your money goals. We find out like how in alignment you are with your money goals. We find out specifically like the blocks and the emotions that are stopping you from going to your next levels, and then we can clear them so you can increase your money ceiling, because your subconscious mind has a ceiling. Your subconscious mind knows how much money it is comfortable with making, whether you realize it or not. So if you're setting goals and bashing yourself against the head, trying to reach these goals and trying to manifest, but your subconscious mind isn't there yet and you've been doing the work, like that's good to be aware of what that amount is. So I'm doing like really easy Facebook chat sessions around this, $25, around specifically finding out the exact like blocks that are blocking your money goal, how much your subconscious mind believes that you can receive, how much you actually are in alignment with the goal. So we're finding all that stuff out. So if you want a reading on that, that's $25, like half an hour on Facebook chat, like where we just dig in and it's finding out the specific things that are in the way so that you can clear them with yourself through journaling or EFT. If you wanted to go through the actual whole process with me where we find out the specific blocks, so you find out the specific blocks in your money goals and how high your wealth ceiling is, if you want to find that out. And also we go deeper into like your limiting beliefs and like personal conflicts that are getting in the way, like a lot of subconscious stuff through muscle testing and EFT. So we find specifically what's just getting in the way of your money shit, your money goals. And then we clear them again with NLP and just releasing the shit in your body. So we do the release work. So if you want to do that work, I mean, that's a pretty decent in-depth session. And then if you want to do EFT, I'll give you an EFT script, or I do it with you if you want me to do it with you. So we do the whole thing. So if you want to do that whole process, that is a session about an hour and a half to even possibly 2 hours. That is typically $397, but I'm going to do an early bird. I'm going to push this out typically I think next week for the most part, but whatever. If you want to in right now, I'll give you a $100 early bird coupon. So it's $297 if you want to do all the readings and then the clearing part. Let me know if you want in on that or just the chat reading. But otherwise, that is the EFT. So do it. Let me know how it goes and have a great rest of your Friday. All right, bye.